Starting work feels heavy. Going to the gym feels like punishment. But here's the strange part. If you talk to someone who's been disciplined for years, they'll tell you the opposite. For them, discipline feels easier than distraction. So what changed? Did they become stronger, more motivated, more talented? No. Their brain changed. And once you understand what your brain is doing in the early stages of discipline, the pain stops feeling like failure and it starts feeling like progress. Most people think discipline is about force. They imagine disciplined people constantly fighting themselves, white-knuckling through life, pushing through pain with sheer willpower. That belief alone stops most people from ever starting. Because if discipline always feels painful, why would anyone want it? But that belief is wrong. Discipline isn't about forcing yourself forever. It's about rewiring what your brain finds rewarding. The pain you feel at the beginning isn't discipline itself. It's your brain resisting change. Your brain is a prediction machine. Its number one job is not happiness, it's efficiency. Every habit you have, good or bad, exists because your brain has decided it's familiar and safe. Scrolling feels safe. Skipping workouts feels safe. Procrastinating feels safe. Discipline threatens that system. When you try to do something new, wake up early, focus deeply, delay gratification, your brain sounds an alarm. Not because it's dangerous, but because it's unknown. Pain is the brain's way of saying, let's go back to what we know. Early discipline feels painful for 3 reasons. First, effort costs energy. Your brain hates unnecessary energy loss. Second, there's no immediate reward, no dopamine spike, no instant feedback. Third, your old habits are still loud. Your brain keeps offering easier alternatives. So when you sit down to work instead of scrolling, your brain creates discomfort, restlessness, boredom, resistance. That discomfort isn't weakness, it's habit extinction. Your brain is losing access to its favorite shortcuts. Here's the key concept most people miss. Discipline feels painful at first because there's a dopamine gap. Old habits give fast dopamine with low effort. New habits give delayed dopamine with high effort. At the beginning, your brain compares them, and discipline loses. But the brain is adaptive. When easy dopamine disappears, the brain recalibrates. Effortful actions start producing dopamine again. And this is the turning point. After repetition, something shifts. Your brain starts predicting reward from effort. Opening your laptop feels normal. Going to the gym feels expected. Starting work feels automatic. Not because it's effortless, but because resistance disappears. The same discipline that once felt painful now feels uncomfortable not to do. This is why disciplined people say things like, I feel off when I skip my routine. That's not motivation, that's conditioning. The biggest shift happens when discipline stops being an action and becomes an identity. Instead of asking, do I feel like doing this? Your brain asks, this is just what I do, right? At this stage, discipline feels easy because there's no internal debate, no negotiation, no friction. Your brain has accepted effort as normal, and normal doesn't hurt. Most people quit discipline right before it gets easy. They feel resistance and assume this isn't for me. I'm not disciplined. I lack willpower. But the pain wasn't a warning, it was a transition signal. They quit during the rewiring phase, when the brain is most uncomfortable, but also most plastic. That's the tragedy. Here's the rule that changes everything. If discipline feels painful, you're early. If discipline feels easy, you're conditioned. Pain means the old system is dying. Ease means the new system is installed. Don't ask, why is this hard? Ask, how many repetitions until my brain adapts? Because it will. And when it does, discipline won't feel like force. It will feel like freedom.